Alright, welcome back to Europa Universalis IV, Conquest of Paradise, and, well, last time we kind of sort of found a little bit of the New World. Sort of, maybe. So, anyways, well, first off, let's unpause. And also, we've got enough money built up, let's build another temple. We'll just build it here. I'm going to build temples everywhere before I even start building constables, with the possible exception of maybe one in the capital. If you aren't... Oh, this is a good decision. When you have enough administrative power saved up and Tech 5, you can get this, which 50 administrative power for 5 national techs throughout the game. It's one of those decisions everyone always takes as soon as they can, because there's absolutely no situation where you wouldn't want to. Maybe if you were playing one of the other technology groups that gets a penalty. I don't want to lose either of these. But I'd rather lose the admin, so... It'll be a while before we keep building more buildings, but that's alright. Remember, we're trying to keep the 50 gold surplus, because I know there's like one more fort-related event. I don't know if we still qualify it. Qualify for it, but if we do, I want to have some money if it fires. Anyways, I've turned the speed down a little because now that we can do a bit of exploring, we don't need it to be so fast, and also having it so fast is kind of detrimental to my ability to play well. Open sea. Huh, so this isn't open sea. I guess that island is just close enough that it's not. Which is interesting, I suppose. Oh. That's one of the most annoying, in my opinion. That is a very annoying visual glitch when that happens, where it just, well, if you didn't really see it, the arrow showed it, this ship's movement as not having finished, but in reality it already moved where I was telling it to go. So it kind of sat there taking damage. And after this province we're going to head back to repair, because remember, we can lose the ship, and I mean, it's not an irreparable loss, but it's not convenient either. It's not something we want to happen. I suppose if this is coastal, and then it's going here... Okay, so it is to all coastal territories, actually. It's good. See, and there it is again. There we go. Our ship was lost. Okay. Well, hopefully we get a better explorer this time. We did. Not only would he be better in combat, but he has maneuver, which, again, makes your units move faster, which is very good. I'm actually going to, instead of getting another building, I'm actually going to build a couple more of these. We'll build one here, which we'll explore when it's finished, and we will build one here that we will add to our trade fleet. And we do want some heavy ships. Like, the light ships on their own just can't stand up to those heavy ships. Actually, I'm going to take this mission now, because exploring gives you prestige. So if we do enough exploring, then we'll quickly find that we're able to accomplish that. And I wouldn't mind having some additional stability. Well... I'm going to wait till we have 25, and then I guess I'm going to try to go for this one. This cardinal right here. Probably won't work out for us. Past the Liquor Act in Sweden. That is... Even if you can't pass them, there's a lot of decisions you can view, and generally if someone else passes it, you've got it somewhere. Where is the Liquor Act? Did we already pass it at some point? We did. Okay. So they have additional tax modifier, that's a shame. But, not used to playing. I normally play on a lower speed. I think, pretty soon here, as we get more of the new world explored, I'm definitely going to, lower the speed. But for now, we'll keep it where it is. I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure those things don't belong next to each other. I hear the cultural map modes are, pretty interesting in the new world. Arwalk, Carib, Inuit, Micmac. It doesn't look too messed up. I guess we need to have more of it revealed to get the full effect. You should go... Where is that trade fleet? Where is that trade fleet? I don't even know where most of my navy is. Although they will have to pass by here sooner or later, so when they do, we will catch them. There they are. Okay. Move out. And then merge. And, yep, continue protecting trade. Meanwhile, we will sit here for our Explorer Drive, and I did say we're going to save a bit more then. Oh, well, this is a long one. Tensions between nobles and clergy. In feudal kingdoms, two castes within society held great power. Nobility and clergy. They're bickering about land. Makes sense. All sorts of other... this is... nonsense. So they're inciting other people, inciting nobles against the clergy, clergy inciting others against the nobles. And they'll turn to Rome if I side with the nobles. Two noble rebels that we'd have to go up and take care of, or getting the Pope to dislike us, which we want to happen anyways. So, yeah. Come on, you monks and other holy people. Jesus lived among beggars and fishermen. Why don't you? That will also reduce my papal influence quite drastically. So, you know, instead we're just going to fall out and invest. That is another thing. Your relation with the papal states affects... You know, it might actually be a good idea to do this now, because we'll get prestige, which will help us towards our goal. We will have reduced stability, national, and more yearly prestige, and the diplomatic reputation doesn't really matter right now, because we can't really have external diplomacy anyways, and getting the reform desire will put us ever so slightly closer to the Reformation happening. I mean, it's far too early for it to happen anytime soon, but, well, this will pretty much seal the deal in terms of us probably almost certainly never getting to Cardinal, but we're going to do it. So our prestige now is going down a lot less because we get more per year, and discovering all these provinces as we sell by is just boosting our prestige big time. Here's Panama, the trade node of Panama. Looks like Panama to me. What do you mean it's not Panama? I don't know what geography textbooks you're looking at. That's Panama. Clearly Panama. There's Rio de Janeiro. Yep, it is the Peru trade node. Rio de Janeiro. Peru... Where does Peru get trade from? Rio de Plata, that's right. Which means there's probably like an island down this way. That... I'm not going to use my meta-knowledge to explore that island, but that is a very interesting thing to note. And by the way, you can only explore one Terra Incognita province at a time. That's something new with the latest patch. But I see why they did it, and I think I kind of agree with it, so... Oh, well, that's a really useful bit of water there. Actually, no. We're going to go back. If we continue this way, we'll probably lose this ship, too. And while I can afford to replace it, I really don't want to keep spending diplomatic points and on navigators like that. And, you know, if I don't have to spend the money, I probably don't want to spend that either. In fact, let's hire this one. I still want the administrative points, so we're going to keep this one guy around for now. But morale of navies is good, and diplomacy points, definitely good. And I think I mentioned this, but each idea you... Actually, I don't think I mentioned this. In the newest patch, each idea you have gives you a slight discount on tech, and it's worth basically 5% to complete an entire branch. So when we complete this, we'll have a 5% discount on diplomatic tech, which, in addition to the neighbor bonus, will help us catch up. Given, you know, we will have spent all our diplomatic points for quite a while on the tech. And at the on the ideas. We are going to get this idea, in part so we can get this, which will also boost our income, and it'll make colonization easier for us. We'll be able to get farther sooner. Gonna do this. This gave us some new units to choose from for our infantry. So, well, actually no, now it's not really a good time. Basically, the pips are the skills of your unit. The only difference between these two is this one is better on the offensive, and this one is a bit more balanced. And because I'm going to be fighting natives, and they technically are considered to be on the offensive, I'm going to take the one that's more balanced for the defensive as our unit. And this will drop our land unit's morale to 0, but that will slowly recover. You know, at the rate it should recover, given all the other in the country. And let's see. If I built a constable here... Okay. So it would be ever so slightly more effective to build a constable here than to build another temple anywhere else. So we'll do that. Oh, no, let's not pause. We want to keep praying. But how are you doing on your ideas? So they have exploration ideas, but they haven't taken any levels of it. And Portugal's taken 1. Oh, and they have a colonialist ruler. That's lovely. And they have a diplomatic one. And he has really poor skills, so I'm not too worried about Castile being a problem for a few years yet, maybe a decade or two. This, on the other hand, Portugal will be a problem. They're going to be our main colonial opposition for the time being. Let's go with this fleet. Alright, end of this month. Let's pause real quick, and there. Well, it's a bit easier to get around towards Asia than it is in the real world here, but, you know, still a fairly solid landmass in the way. And colonial range and production efficiency, which is good. Production efficiency, straight up more money, which is, you know, more money. That's good. You can't argue more money. And also our diplomatic range, or our colonial range has increased. Where's that? It's here, I think. No, it's not under trade. Where is... Well, basically, our colonial range is in fact 240. So... I don't... We can check real quick using that same sort of a cheap trick as before. Oh, no, that's regions map mode. Colonial map mode. Yeah, we still wouldn't be able to colonize. There are 2 provinces here. Interesting. But no, this is going to be the closest province without doubt, and we still can't quite make it. But if we check diplomatic technology, at level 7 we would get an increase in range that would more than allow us to make it. Or if we could get this, plus a third of 20... I think it'd be plus 83% total, which minus 17%. Well, basically 58 times 3. So we'd be slightly short. Okay, so we need to go for diplomatic technology if we're going to start colonizing. So that's what we'll do. Even though we have the ideas, we'll wait on getting the rest of those for now, so we can actually get around to colonizing. Ah, this is good. A year of plus 50% national tax, or 9.2, or 9.42. I always pick this option, because an extra 50% on this means that we'll be making about 2 point... This is a cent. We'll just call this 1.8 for simplicity. So with an extra 50% on this, we'll basically be making 2.7 per month, which the extra 0.9 times 12 is not a lot more than this, but I know it's more than this. Plus our tax is going to increase as we build more buildings, so in my opinion it's pretty much always better to take the other one. Oh, and we've discovered the Inca. Okay, they're willing to trust us somewhat. We have a different religion, and they don't know about us. I'm not surprised they don't know about us, but we know about them. Well, they're in the Mexico trade node. So Mexico is here. And we're gonna head back now. I think it might be too late. We might lose this ship. Which, again, I don't want that to happen. That's bad. But we're a bit behind on technology, which is actually good, because it means we'll get it cheaper. Which, the fewer diplomatic points we spend on technology, the more we ultimately end up spending on ideas. Speaking of... oh no, it's a couple levels off. Now we'll find out if we make it soon enough. Let's turn this back up. Nope! Okay. Now we're going to hire an explorer. He's not as good as the last one, sadly. But I'm not surprised. That last one was pretty good. And, yeah, build another ship there, and continue. And I could try and buy naval basing rights from, like, say, Morocco, but I don't think... yeah, fleet basing rights. Moroccan opinion, neutral attitude. We could do it, but I don't think we'd be able to make it work. Like, it's theoretically possible, but given our situation and where we are, I don't think we could pull it off. Oh, did our advisor die? No. Yay, Scotland is losing. On the other hand, England is getting stronger, which, you know, that's not good, but... well... what can you do? Austria and Venice were allied. That's interesting and a bit unusual. And we're very close to our prestige, to completing our prestige goal. I think I'm going to set that as the goal for this episode. To complete our mission, and then end the episode at that point. So, Esben Torsen. Trying to think if it'd be more efficient to set... given how many unexplored provinces there are along that stretch of coastline, I think it'd be most efficient if we sailed here. Or were to sail to here. I don't know which of those is technically more correct. But we're going to try and get that prestige by discovering land provinces this way. And because there's a lot of undiscovered land provinces here, our chances of succeeding with that are fairly high. Ship costs are down, that's good. Would have helped us more when I was replacing the ships we lost, but, yeah, you know. Maybe it'll come in handy. Hopefully not. I don't want to have to buy more ships right now. Oh, there's someone over here. Okay, oh, the ship is almost done. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to wait to fulfill the prestige thing until the start of the next episode. So, hopefully you'll be back to see that happen.